Okay, Jordan, I've got this script summary here, and man, it starts off deceptively calm before spiraling into pure horror territory. We're talking about three brothers and an inheritance.
Oh boy, the classic setup. A spooky old house left in a will. You know those never end well. So, who are we starting with?
It begins with one guy, tall, dark hair, walking in the park, getting sad about his dad dying, but then remembering this legacy, an old house he shared with his brothers.
Right, the immediate family bond is established. So he calls the other two. How long has it been since they all saw each other?
Apparently 2 years since the two who meet even saw each other. And they can't reach the third brother at all. They decide to look up the will, figure out the property details, and head to this place.
2 years apart, and the first thing they do is drive out to the decrepit family mansion. I bet it's not charmingly rustic, it sounds abandoned, deep in the woods.
Exactly. Beautiful landscape, sure, but abandoned for years. They get there, they're hungry, they decide to get lunch first, which is probably the only sensible thing they do in this whole story.
Smart move, fuel up before exploring the haunted grounds. But when they come back, it's dark, right? And the atmosphere shifts instantly.
Totally shifts. Dark, creepy atmosphere, wind blowing trees, making noises. They eventually find the key under a vase on the doorstep, which is just begging for trouble.
Of course, the key is hidden in the most obvious cliché spot. So they get inside this big, well-preserved mansion. What's the first instinct after finding a huge, potentially cursed house?
Take a photo, naturally. One brother is snapping a picture of the other standing in a corner.
And that's where the nightmare starts. What do they see when they look at the picture?
They see a hand holding a knife, right there in the photo, seemingly behind the brother being photographed. Cue the sudden horror sound effect, I assume.
Whoa, that's a fantastic jump scare, even just reading it. They probably rationalize it, though. Maybe they're tired, seeing things.
They do. They decide they're too tired, go to sleep, and start looking for bedrooms. The next day, they try to clean up the place until dark.
Cleaning a murder house, so proactive. Was anyone actually useful during the cleaning session?
Not really. The one younger brother goes off to investigate after they hear an evil laugh in the hallways, while the other brother keeps cleaning sofas. That's a split decision I would definitely question.
Yeah, you hear a laugh in the dark hallways, you stick with your buddy. 5 minutes later, the tall brother finishes cleaning and yells for the younger one who's gone missing.
He goes searching, turns 3 corners in the dark corridors, and finds him. The younger brother is lying on the floor, totally unresponsive, with red blood coming out from underneath him.
Okay, that is grim. He crouches down, tries to wake him, but it's no good. What stops him from panicking entirely right then?
He remembers his father mentioning an old chest full of army guns. So, he searches the bedroom closet, finds the chest, grabs a Glock, and starts investigating who did this to his brother.
Smart thinking, arming up after finding a body. But when he goes back to where he found the younger brother, the body is gone. That's another level of unsettling.
Exactly. The younger brother is no longer there. And then, suddenly, he sees a shadow coming out of the dark. This is the big reveal, right?
It has to be the third brother they couldn't contact. And the description sounds intense. He's a twin of the tall brother, he looks mad, wearing dirty white clothes soaked in blood, and holding a knife, the same kind from the photo.
The third brother immediately starts accusing the other two of trying to exile him and banish him from the house. The tall brother tries to de-escalate, saying their father would want them to arrange the property together.
But logic fails when someone's already lost it. What happens next in this confrontation?
The third brother doesn't listen. He moves back toward the other one, the tall brother, I assume, and threatens him, knife right at his neck.
Wait, the tall brother is the twin. So the third brother is threatening his twin. That's messed up. Does the tall brother fight back?
He refuses and tries to fight, but the third brother pulls him off and manages to cut the other brother's throat. So, the middle brother, the short blonde one, I guess, goes down slowly, bleeding out.
Wow, so the third brother just murdered one of his two remaining siblings. That's the point of no return.
He stares at the dying man for 5 seconds and then says this incredibly tragic line to himself. What have I done? I only had 2 brothers in the world, and if they just wanted to meet me.
The realization hitting him right after the act. That's dark irony. And it doesn't end there, does it?
No, he then sits down on a nearby sofa, handles the knife carefully, and cuts his own veins in his own hand. A full, tragic, 3-brother bloodbath.
From a simple reunion over an inheritance to complete mutual destruction. That's intense. It makes you wonder what kind of dynamic they even had before the father died.
Right, the script notes, end credits, and mentions the original producer, Xenius S, and then a track called Variant Survival by Murmansk. That title fits perfectly.
It absolutely does. This wasn't survival, it was mutual annihilation facilitated by an old house and a very sharp piece of cutlery in a photograph. Talk about a bad vacation.